around already. We're here with Indiana State football coach Mike Sanford. Mike, topsy-turvy game, and sometimes when you get a game like this, it takes a little bit of individual brilliance, and I think that's the best way to put it on Mark Sewell's play. I mean, that's straight out of the sandlot, but also really heady play on his part, and just obviously that was probably the play of the season for your team this year.
Yeah, that was a huge play by Mark Sewell, and I got to give him credit. The team gave me a game ball after the game, but I shared it with Mark Sewell and Eric Hyadorn because the two of them were tremendous.
When you don't expect a play like that to happen, you kind of tell players to make a play and you tell players to force a turnover, but that was a little bit different kind of one. Just talk about Mark's intuitiveness, not only in tipping the ball, but then obviously having the wherewithal to go get it.
Mark Sewell is a playmaker, and he's a football player, and he's one of those guys that just makes plays, and he's been tremendous all year. And, we did a really good job getting takeaways on defense today. I don't know what the totals were, but I know we got fumbles, I know we got interceptions, that being another additional one. And we said we had to win the turnover battle today, and I think we did.
And that's a momentum changer, too, because Youngstown State, scores 2 touchdowns to force overtime, and probably were feeling pretty good playing on their home field. And, boy, you get a play like that on the first play of overtime, and that really changes the dynamic quite a bit.
Yeah, I think, we called our team when it went into overtime. We've talked about the situation before. We practiced the situation before. We've had a lot of close games, but we haven't had an overtime, but we were ready for it. And we called everybody over and just told them what the situation was and what we had to do. And everybody was believing it was a whole new situation other than what had happened in the fourth quarter. And that's how our team handled it.
Yeah, and through the balance of the regulation portion of the game, probably the better team. Some mistakes held you back in the first half, but obviously you controlled the third quarter. And just talk about the overall effort. Aside from some mistakes here and there, probably we're the better team productively and yardage-wise too.
Yeah, tremendous effort by our players. We know our backs were against the wall. We knew it. They knew it, and tremendous effort answering the bell, answering the call, and just playing really hard. Our guys played hard. They played tough. They played physical. They were more mentally. They were the most mentally tough team out on the field, the most physically tough team on the field, and the best team on the field. I think we played well together as a team today.
Did a good job when Ruiz was off the field for them. I think he had a wrist injury, but just talk about that third quarter was where you kind of did what you like to do. You scored fast to start the half on the quick drive, and really, when Ruiz was out of the game for them, really kept their offense off the field. Just talk about taking advantage of situations like that. You don't anticipate it, but when Ruiz was off the field was when you guys really kind of built a gap to be able to get to overtime.
Yeah, and I think our deal all day was to stop the run, and it just happened that he was out of the game, and we did a better job during that time when we stopped the run. And our offense responded with some scores. We moved the ball. We had some big plays in there, and we had an opportunity to put it away there. We didn't, but we found a way. One of our deals was find a way, and we found a way.
Mike was better today too. Just talk about when he's on his game, things click a lot better, and he was on his game today.
I can't say enough about Mike Parrish. He's, in my opinion, he's by far the best quarterback in the Missouri Valley Conference, and I think he's an All-American. I think he's, I wouldn't trade him for anybody else in the country. He's just efficient, smart, does the right thing at the right time, and made a ton of plays.
There was one, Donovan Lane, of course, got hurt early in the game. What's his status, and were there any other injuries?
I don't know. My understanding is that he got a concussion, and I don't know how serious. I know they held him out of the game, obviously, because he had a concussion. I don't know anything about his situation for next week. I know Phil Wilson came in and did an excellent job in his place, and other than that, I don't know of any other injuries.
Obviously, next week it's for all the marbles at Western Illinois, which you knew that anyway. But now, a little bit of an infusion of positivity after a win like this. Just talk about how the team handles that for the next 7 days.
Well, I think the big thing is that we, I talked to our team in the locker room afterwards. This is a huge game. We've got to win on the road again, and we got to be mentally and physically tough again. And it's going against a team that you can't look at their record. They're a way better football team than their record. They beat this team, Youngstown State, out here on this field on the road earlier in the year, and so they're a very good football team, and we've got to be at our best, and we're going to be, it'll be us against the world again and make home.
All right, Mike, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.